To start, continue to learn the laws of Tisha B'Av, we are holding in Seif Gimel, the Shulchan Aruch, in Siman Tav Kuf Nun Aleph. For those who want to look up the Halakha in English, could look it up in the English Mishnah Berurah. The Siman is 551. It breaks down over here the concept of Minhagim, what is prohibited and when does the prohibition begins. That we are accustomed to refrain from doing certain things that take our mind off of the Avilut. The purpose of these days is to mourn the loss of the Bet HaMikdash, Liot Mitabel, right? Because Chazal say, Kol HaMitabel al Yerushalayim Zocher v'lo b'simchata. All those who mourn the loss, the destruction, the Chuban Bet HaMikdash, the fact that, we mourn the fact that every Shabbat we say it, V'sham Na'aleh, and there we will come, and finally, after so many years of Galut, right, that we should be able to bring a Korban. What a loss that we have, that we're not able to do the will of Hashem. That's a loss of Chelek in the Torah. It's a very terrible loss. After the Shmonah Esrei, we all say, Yilatzon milefanecha Hashem Eloheinu shipaneh bet HaMikdash v'belad b'menu. Right, but that should be rebuilt. We should bring Korbanot. And then tell Chakenu b'Torah, give us the share of Torah for this part that we are missing out today. You know how many halachot are associated with the laws of the Bet HaMikdash? And you know how much good the Bet HaMikdash brought to Klal Yisrael? So all those who realize, and they are mitabel, they mourn the loss of the Yerushalayim. They feel terrible that the Yerushalayim is not here. They mourn the concept, the fact that we are in Galut for such a long Galut. This is the longest Galut we ever had. We are in a terrible state. Not being in Eretz Yisrael, in Eretz Yisrael, which is rebuilt properly, with Mashiach being there. There's no binyan Eretz Yisrael till Mashiach comes. Whatever we have today is nothing compared to what it's really supposed to be like. So, as we are during this time of year, we have to do everything possible that we do things that will remind us of this loss, this terrible loss that we have, that we don't have, that we're supposed to mourn the loss of the Bet HaMikdash, mourn the loss of the Tzaddikim, mourn the loss of the Torah, mourn all the good things that are taken away from us. So this is the time of year. Now a person who goes ahead and he does things that will take his mind off of the mourning, the actual Avelut, that's not a good thing at all. So here comes Shulchan Aruch and he says like this. He says, Shavua Shechal B'Ot Shabbat, and these things that Shulchan Aruch mentions over here, for us, a lot of the Sfaradim are noeg to actually start already even from, the Bukharians, I know they start from Rosh Chodesh. We start from the Rosh Chodesh itself. Even on Rosh Chodesh Av, these laws apply. It says like this, as follows. We do not take haircuts. We do not do laundry. We don't give laundry to be done to somebody else should do for us. Now, if you gave laundry to the laundry service before the 9 days, if you gave to it and they do it whenever they do it, that's not your problem. But during the 9 days, we don't do laundry. We don't give the laundry service to do the laundry for us. We don't give them the cleaners to do for us. We don't give them to iron things for us, which is for sure. Everybody agrees that you're not allowed to iron things during these days at all. We'll see soon, a leniency only if there's a tzorech mitzvah, there's a need for it. Then the halakha will be that you could be lenient in going ahead and doing the laundry, right? And actually wearing it during it. For example, let's say, a woman has to count Shiva Nekiim, and she needs levanim, she needs white, and she needs to have white sheets, and she has to have white undergarments, right? So these halachot, then it says that if she runs out, then she could actually go ahead and wash enough, as much as she will need, right? For those days, and she could go ahead and wash it. But for Tisha B'Av itself, she won't be able to wear actually the actual white. What she will do is the laundry stuff. She would have to wear things which are clean. She has to inspect it first, and only afterwards she can go ahead and wear whatever she wants to wear on the day of Tisha B'Av. Now, we don't do laundry, period. Now, the next thing is, he says, even if you're doing laundry that you're going to wear after the 9 days is also not allowed to be done. You're supposed to refrain from that as well. Now, this goes so far, listen to this, how far it goes. Even if he does not have but only one shirt. You have one shirt to wear, you are stuck. Wear what you have. This is what it is. Now, there is a concept for little children, that they don't understand the concept of Avelut. Maybe if they run out of all their clothing and when their clothing gets soiled, I'm talking about when there's a leak, and there's I call this the cold brown, right? Not cold blue. Cold blue is in the hospital, but cold brown means you see a brown stain on the clothing and it needs to be washed. You have nothing else. Then it's a different story. But we're talking about for people who are in the age of chinuch and up. So even if he has only one shirt, there's no excuse. Not allowed to wear. Not allowed to change. When people sit Shiv'ah, they sit 7 days of Avilut, they don't have a problem wearing the same shirt and the same t-shirt and the same underwears and the same clothing because they realize, boom, this is terrible. I lost a loss of a close relative. We understand it. It's the same thing over here. We're supposed to take things, with respect, proper approach. Now, he says even if the clothing they were washed from before the 9 days, what we do is if they were washed before the 9 days, you're allowed to wear them, right? Till Shavua Shechava, which means we're lenient, that we say if you had laundry, which is done from before, until the Shabbat, right? So which means the Shabbat this year is going to be very lenient. Why? Because Tisha B'Av is pushed off. So the next day, we're going to be fasting on the 10th of Av, like what Rabbi Yochanan said. Rabbi Yochanan said, if I was in that generation, I would make Tisha B'Av on Asiri, on the 10th of Av, not on the 9th of Av. So in a way, we're going to be fulfilling the words of Rabbi Yochanan that we will fast on the 10th day. Now, as far as we go, it says like this, so we could be lenient, we can go ahead and wear the clothing, right, of being lenient. Okay, now, we will go ahead a little bit further. Now, the next thing is like this. Shulchan goes back and forth trying to explain what's called gerutz, and for sure everybody agrees it means ironing. Some explain no, it means actually doing the actual laundry, that you're putting detergent into there, and therefore he says there's no leniencies whatsoever, especially he says na'agu le'esol. We were accustomed to come to the point of making asul, even things that were normally being permitted to wash lightly. He says we don't do these things at all. Even if it be not only that where you're washing and you're going to wear it right away, it's going to be asul. But even if you wash it to wear for later, it also will be asul to do so. Now he goes on to
before the 9 days, and we cannot wash it. We cannot wear it on 9 days.
If you did laundry before the 9 days, you could go ahead and wear it during the 9 days before the Shavua Shechal Botshah, before the week of Tisha B'Av. You could, which means this week is not apply at all. You're allowed to. You could do laundry, everything. I'm talking about. Let's say now it's the Rosh Chodesh Av, the first day of Av, right? And you want to wear fresh laundry clothing. You're allowed to. Can you do laundry though? You cannot.
What do you mean the week of?
The week of Tisha B'Av means you cannot. Now, the week of Tisha B'Av means, let's say Tisha B'Av is on Monday. Okay. So the only time you're going to be asul to go ahead and wear fresh laundry clothing is from Motzei Shabbat, Sunday, Monday. 3 days only. Because that is when Tisha B'Av falls out in that week. What about the day 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, right? Rosh Chodesh Av, the second day of Av, till the week which is before the week of Tisha B'Av. So before the Shabbat, so then you're allowed to wear fresh laundry clothing, but you cannot do laundry. You cannot do laundry. Now the next thing is, let's go a little bit further. He says like this.
You can't put on a clean pair of underwears?
A clean pair of underwears during those first week? Yeah.
After the Shabbat.
So what a lot of people do is they on Shabbat or during the week. Some people leave it till the actual Shabbat. But don't do that. From before, be smart. For 5 minutes, put on the underwear, take it off, fold it back, and you prepared your clothing. You have set clothing that you know that it's not freshly laundered because you wear it.
You can put on top of the other underwear?
I don't know. That already sounds Jewish. It's very Jewish. I don't know about that. Be straight. Not straight like a banana, but straight. Yashar, ma'od. Right? Put on the clothing the regular way you wear it. I know Allah will come, right? It reminds me of a story. There was a child, I remember in Nor Israel, when the yeshiva used to exist, the Satmar bought it out. Before yeshiva, Town of Queens opened up. So he says, there was a Rebbe who used to give patch. A kid used to come, kid used to misbehave, we used to put him over the foot and bam! And why is this part soft? No other reason but, to express your feelings. Right? It's called the vitamin P. You give patch, pashe, shatachuri. You give it to him. So there was a kid, he decided he's going to make his Rebbe very upset. So what happened to him? He came in the morning in a good mood, and he drove his Rebbe crazy up the wall. the Rebbe took him over and he put him and started giving him a patch. 1, 2, and the kid is laughing. The kids are looking like saying, why is he laughing? He's supposed to be like, ow, it hurts. He says, why are you laughing? He says, I pull out 10 pairs of underwear, right? Not the Tursik style. I have to put 10 pairs of underwear. It doesn't hurt. That's a story to remind you of the halakha that you'll never forget it ever again. Be straight all the way. Okay, don't wear 10 pairs of underwear. The next thing is,
What about stepping on it? Some people say step on it, or whatever you can do there.
I don't know, that sounds Jewish too. I would not step on my clothes. Let's go first. Okay, here we go. So, okay, we did the part that he mentions over here already. Now, let's proceed further. The next halakha in the Shulchan Aruch. Now, when does this restriction of getting haircuts and doing laundry stop? It stops right after Tisha B'Av. Right after, as soon as Tisha B'Av is over, right? Tisha B'Av is finished, done. Like for example, this year we're gonna make Havdalah, right? We're gonna make Havdalah on Motzei Shabbat. But we have to finish, right? Start fasting during Shabbat, which means we have to have a little bit earlier Sudah Shlishi before Shkia. We have to make our Sudah Shlishi before Shkia. Yes, and we have to make Havdalah right before Alvit. We have to make Havdalah. All we do is Havdalah. We make just Boleh Hayesh. You cannot make it on a cup of wine. Who's going to drink it? You have to have someone Bar Mitzvah drinking the cup of wine. It doesn't work. So what happens is you only make Boleh Hayesh, and afterwards what you do is on Motzei Tisha B'Av, you take a cup of wine, no besamim, nothing. You make a beracha. מבדיל בין קודש לחול, בורא פרי הגבר, מבדיל בין 2 brachot, מבדיל קודש. So over here, after you make the Havdalah, then and only then you'll be able to come to the point of starting to do laundry, getting haircuts. The only restriction Shulchan Aruch has and the Rama has is as far as what about eating meat. Meat we restrict till the next day. According to the Rama, only a half a day. According to Shulchan Aruch, the entire day. But this year, we could start eating meat right away. Why? Because it's already after the 10th, because Tisha B'Av is pushed off to the 10th day. But I still advise you, please, after a day of fast, do not eat heavy things. It's not good for your stomach. Eat a good parv soup. Like the Bukharians have the custom, they used to make like a chalpak type, slightly fried dough, and they used to make, what's his name? Like they used to mix a whole milky thing, zvelaboy, there's a whole mixture, and they would put dip it into there and they would eat it. This was like a sudat to eat something, in order to something light, in order to get out of the ta'anit the right way.
Right now?
Huh?
Are we allowed to get haircuts right now?
Yep.
Yeah, haircuts, yes, so you're allowed to, no problem at all.
Until
The
Friday.
only restriction will be is according to Ashkenazim only. According to Sfaradim, it's not a problem at all. You can get a haircut throughout this time. Now let's proceed a little bit further. Now, it says like this. It says that, one second. Okay, we did this part right now. The next halakha is as follows. It says that laundry service, right? We're saying we can't do laundry. We can't give laundry to a non-Jew to do the laundry for us. Let's say you have a non-Jewish service that they do the laundry service for you. You're not allowed to give it to them. But what about women that they work for a company? They work at a place where they don't really work for a company where if they don't work, they're going to get fired. Talking about, let's say, they do the laundry service. That's how they earn a living. So the halakha is, it speaks down, Shulchan Aruch says, it says Jewish women are not allowed to do the laundry, even if they're coming to the point of washing the laundry of the non-Jews. So I would think, Shulchan Aruch, here in this case, the restriction is going to be not all 9 days. I think the restriction will be, because you can't just give a blow to a person like this, say, you know what, you're not working at all. It's very hard. 10 days not working, that's 30% of your parnasah for that month. It's very difficult. I mean, how much laundry can you do? You think you could do the third of the month, do laundry during those 20 days? A person is going to collapse. It's very hard. It's not easy. Even today, the laundry that we do today, it's easy, right? You throw it to the machine, press the button.
That's not the point.
You got to separate the laundry, you got to wash it, something's soiled, you got to do with your hand wash, and then afterwards you got to dry it, and after you dry it, you got to go ahead, you have to go ahead and fold everything. And if you have, a lot of kids in the house, your laundry, right, refills that same day. As soon as you start finish, you already have a whole load to do. So we will say that only during those days when Shabbat falls out, they will not be able to do the laundry for the non-Jewish people as well. Okay, we are, Bezat Hashem, holding by the next halakha, which is the following. We know that
Doing laundry for kids during the 9 days?
Oh, so we did specify that. If it's for kids, that their clothing ran out, I think you could be lenient. You could go ahead and believe. I think I remember that there's no restriction on that. The next thing is
They do all their clothes or just what they need?
no, only as much as they need. Count it one by one.
Yeah.
I need this for this day. I need this for this day, and that's what I'm going to wash. Now, pay attention. The next halakha is as follows. You have over here, let's say you have, what about wearing clothing on Shabbat? So Ashkenazim have a restriction that they don't wear new clothing, even on Shabbat. They don't wear it, even if they have used clothing, but it's Shabbat clothing. It's more like clothing that you wear, with, you fix up and you look like a Hamburg, you wear a frak, you look real, it says they would refrain from wearing it on Shabbat. We Sfaradim don't have such halakha. Even on Shabbat Chazon, we go out and we wear regular clothing. No, but just what we do is we're not allowed to wear brand new clothing. Brand new clothing you cannot do at all. Which means if you know it's a brand new clothing, don't wear it.
There's no avilut on Shabbat.
Huh?
There's no avilut on Shabbat.
I know there's no avilut, but you cannot wear brand new clothing.
Right.
Brand new, you're not allowed to. If it already was used, but it's B'glei Shabbat, we're lenient. But actually brand new, we don't do at all. Not done at all. Okay, the next thing is, there's another halakha. Yesh Omrim, he brings down the following concept. What about going out and fixing clothing? You gotta hem a skirt. You gotta, fix the pants and fix the jacket, suit. You had something from before, or that's something ripped and has to be fixed. The halakha is Yesh Omrim that's asur to do so. We don't do these things. What about shoes? Right? You have new shoes. It says chadashim. 1 second. So too, he says you're not allowed to fix the new shoes also, even when it comes to wearing it on Shabbat. You can't do that. Yesh tachmir bazeh milosh chodesh, and Shulchan Aruch says that it should go this far. The Yesh is that you're supposed to be machmir all 9 days, that you don't do any of these things at all. Now, the next halakha is 1 second. Just see very fast.
This Friday? Next Friday.
Rosh Chodesh.
Okay, we're up to halakha. We'll do that tomorrow. Ad kan.